Well, welcome back to Whole Bible Study with your host, me, Tad Inoue. Today, we begin something different. We're stepping into the Gospel of Mary, a non-canonical early Christian text that offers a bold and intimate vision of Jesus' teaching, Mary Magdalene's leadership, and the human path to peace. The goal of this three-part journey is simple: to read the Gospel of Mary out loud, to understand it clearly, and to ask what kind of life this text envisions for people who follow Jesus. Not sensationalism, not exoticism, just clarity, honesty, and depth. I'm going to walk with you through the full surviving text. You'll hear all the ancient words we have. Then we'll slow down and explore what they mean, narratively, spiritually, theologically. Finally, I'll retell the whole gospel in fresh, contemporary language. The hope is that by the end of this video, you'll not only know what the Gospel of Mary says, but you'll feel what it's trying to do. Let's begin with the text itself. And the Savior said, "All natures, all forms, all creatures exist with each other and will be resolved again into their own roots. For the nature of matter is resolved into the roots of its nature alone. Whoever has ears to hear should hear." Peter said to him, "Since you have explained everything to us, tell us this: what is the sin of the world?" The Savior said, "There is no such thing as sin. Rather, you yourselves make sin exist when you act in accordance with the nature of fornication, which is called sin. That is why the good came among you, to the essence of every nature, in order to restore it to its root." Then he continued, "This is why you become sick and die, because you love what deceives you. Anyone who understands, let them understand. Atonement to matter gives rise to passion without image. Disturbance arises throughout the whole body. That is why I told you, be content at heart. If you are discontented, find contentment in the process of the true image of nature." Then he said, "Whoever has ears to hear, let them hear." When the Blessed One said these things, he greeted them all, saying, "Peace be with you. Receive my peace. Be careful that no one misleads you to saying, 'Look over here,' or 'Look over there,' for the child of humanity is within you. Follow them. Those who seek will find. Go and proclaim the good news about the realm. Don't lay down rules beyond what I determined, or else you will become bound by them." After he said these things, he left them. They were distressed. They wept greatly. Quote, "How can we go out to the rest of the world to announce the good news about the realm of the child of humanity?" they said. If they didn't spare him, will they spare us?" Then Mary stood up. She greeted them all and said to her brothers and sisters, quote, "Do not weep, do not grieve, do not doubt, for his grace will be with you and will shelter you. Instead, let us praise his greatness, for he has prepared us and made us truly human." As Mary said these things, their hearts turned towards the good. They began to discuss the words of the Savior. Peter said to Mary, "Sister, we know the Savior loved you more than any other woman. Tell us the words of the Savior that you remember, the ones you know, but we haven't heard. Did he really speak with you without our knowing it? Did he choose you and not us?" Mary responded, "I will now speak to you what was hidden from you." And she began to say these words to them. "I saw the Lord in a vision. I said to him, 'Lord, I saw you today in a vision.' He answered me, 'Blessed are you for not wavering at the sight of me. Where the mind is, there is the treasure.' I said to him, 'So now, Lord, does a person who sees a vision see it through the soul or through the spirit?' The Savior answered, 'A person does not see through the soul or the spirit. Rather, the mind that exists between the two sees the vision. Now there's 4 pages at this point of the manuscript that are missing, so we don't have that. Then it continues. Then desire said, I did not see you come down, but now I see you rise. Why do you lie, since you belong to me? The soul answered, I saw you, but you did not see me or recognize me. I was with you as with a garment, and you did not know me. When she had said this, she left rejoicing greatly. Then came to the third power, which is called ignorance. Ignorance questioned the soul, saying, Where are you going? Are you bound by evil? The soul said, Why do you judge me, since I have not judged? I was bound, though I was not bound. I was not recognized, but I have recognized that the all is being dissolved, both earthly things and heavenly. When the soul had brought the third power to nothing, it went upward and saw the fourth power, and had 7 forms. The first form is darkness. The second is desire. The third is ignorance. The fourth is the excitement of death. The fifth is the kingdom of flesh. The sixth is the foolish wisdom of the flesh. The seventh is the wrathful wisdom. These are the 7 powers of wrath. They question the soul. Where are you coming from, killer of humans? Where are you going, conqueror of space? The soul answered, What has bound me has been slain. What has surrounded me has been destroyed. My desire is gone. My ignorance has died. In a world I was set free through another world, and in an image I was freed through a heavenly image. This is the fetter of forgetfulness that exists in the temporal world. From now on I will rest through the course of the time of the age in silence. When Mary said this, she fell silent, for it was up to this point that the Savior had spoken with her. Andrew responded and said to the brothers and sisters, quote, Say what you will about what she has said. I do not believe that the Savior said these things. These teachings seem different from his thinking, unquote. Peter also opposed her in regard to these matters. He questioned them about the Savior. Did he really speak with a woman about our knowledge? Are we to turn around and all listen to her? Did he choose her over us? Then Mary wept. She said to Peter, My brother Peter, what do you think? Do you think I would make this up myself in my heart? Do you think I am lying about the Savior? Levi answered and said to Peter, Peter, you are always angry. Now I see you arguing with a woman, like the adversaries. But if the Savior made her worthy, who are you to reject her? Surely the Savior knows her well. That is why he loved her more than us. Let us be ashamed and put on the perfect human and separate us as he commanded us. Let us go out and announce the good news, not laying down any rule or law that the Savior spoke beyond that. After Levi said these things, they began to go out to teach and to proclaim. Now here is the full retelling in contemporary prose. Now listen closely as we shift from literal translation to tell the story in our words today. Jesus speaks to his followers in intimate tones. He tells them that all created things come from a common root and return there again. The universe is not made of sin and guilt, but of energy and essence, seeking restoration. Sin, he says, is not a cosmic law, but a human pattern, a distortion we create when we chase what deceives. Healing comes not by punishment, but by realigning desire, letting go of illusion, and anchoring ourselves in what is true. He urges them to be content at heart, to return to the image that reflects the real. And then he says farewell. The disciples are distraught. If the world hated Jesus, how will it treat them? They are frozen in grief until Mary stands. She reminds them of the peace Jesus gave, calls them to trust his grace, and anchors their calling not in fear, but in becoming fully human. Peter, perhaps out of jealousy or confusion, demands Mary share what she knows. She does. She recounts a vision in which Jesus teaches her that the mind, the inner sight between soul and spirit, is the true organ of perception. Through this mind, we can ascend. In her vision, the soul journeys upward, past powers with names like desire, ignorance, and wrath. Each power accuses her. Each tries to hold her, but she names them, sees through them, and they fall away. This is not a conquest of violence, but a vision. In this ascent, healing happens, not by escape, but by clarity. When she finishes, Andrew dismisses her story. Peter bristles. Could the Savior have favored a woman? Mary holds her ground, and Levi, the voice of reason, defends her. If Jesus trusted her, who are we to silence her? The gospel ends not with resolution, but with movement. They all go out. They carry what they've heard, not in perfect certainty, but in shared courage. If some of those words open the window for you, I invite you to sit with it. Let it breathe. Let it disturb. Let it comfort. This text doesn't come to us polished. It's fragmented, contested, questioned. But maybe that's what makes it holy. It dares to ask where truth lives, in the institution or in the heart shaped by peace, in the rules we inherit or in the freedom Christ gives, in voices we're trained to trust or in the ones we're trained to ignore. I don't know what this gospel will mean for you, but I do know this. Mary stood when others swept. She spoke when the room was silent. She remembered when the world forgot. And because of her, we have a gospel today. If that's not good news, I don't know what is. Well, thank you for being here with me. And we'll see you in part 2 when we dive deeper into some of the historical and cultural context. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next chapter tomorrow.